Okay. Hi, Alice.
Hi, Andrea. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
Good, thank you.
Okay. So
Okay, so
before
tell
we
me,
before we start, since I'm
yes,
gonna be your coach, um, is agree. Like I'm gonna be helping you in 10 minutes time and
mm-hmm,
helping you focus with an issue or something that you want to talk about, and everything, of course, is gonna be in the stay in the confidentiality between me and you. And
okay,
unfortunately, as we know, we don't have an observer, so you're gonna be the observer as well.
mm-hmm.
So with this, how can I help? What do you want to talk about today?
I just want to get my certification of project management done. So I'm trying to see how can I improve in my studying with that to get the certification done in the most like as soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay, so you are you want to improve your studying by
Yes.
I imagine, well, since we know by this Friday when we're gonna have the both assignments to do. And how are you feeling right now about this? What is your feeling towards the assignments that are coming up?
Um, Good. I think we still have, well, I still have three assignments pending, but I still need to do my study for the final exam. I think
Mhm.
one that is one of the things that was missing. Um, Today I was still working for my job, so I didn't have the enough time to get some of the written assignment finished.
Yeah, you got blocked for a while. Continue.
That out of three assignments, I haven't accomplished one, I think.
Okay, so
So
you want
not good.
so like you want to, as I understood, like you said, time management. So you're struggling
Mm-hmm.
with timing, everything. And has this happened in the past with other assignments, or is this the first time that you're struggling?
This is the first time, at least in a while, because I'm still working. So this is just an elective as an
Oh,
alumni. So I was thinking that I was, I thought that I could manage some of the time, but today I have like full things to do for my job. And today my mother is coming to Boston as well. So
okay.
that's another thing.
So your schedule is pretty tight, and like what could help you uh, achieve this goal? Like how can you what do you think is the best way to organize your schedule and do everything on time?
I think I can work on prioritize the
Mhm.
assignments based on the importance and like kind of set up like the things that need to get done first,
Mhm.
and then like I mean I will have the final exam on Friday, right? But I still think that I will have tomorrow to study. um so that's will be that one of the things that I can do, I guess.
Okay. Oh, and have you started already doing this, like prioritize and scheduling, like what to do first and so on?
Yes, I started thinking to get prioritized, like what are the assignments that I need to prioritize,
Mhm.
and and my study, and I was just thinking as well as how to manage my time with my mom that is in visiting, that she just came here to visit as well. And we had some plans to go out and like tourist around the city, but I guess I will need to cancel some of those things and just depends, I guess, on how I feel by tomorrow.
Okay, and uh, if if you said like in the worst case scenario, I imagine that's the case. You're gonna cancel the some appointment, some tourist visit with your mom, so you can focus on your work um, and your assignments.
Yes.
And how can you, if you since it's only 2 days, like let's focus on tonight. How can you help yourself to improve this organization of well, when to do what, or like something like that?
I guess I just need to concentrate myself to be like in a calm. Like now that it's almost like night, I don't have any more work to do, so I think I can concentrate. Uh, make the list of priorities
Okay.
to be done and have a deadline for each one of them.
Okay. So I'm seeing that you have like on the growth model, like the will. It's I think pretty figured out. Like you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
tonight you're gonna sit down and work out what you need have to do and give you deadlines to complete your work.
Mm-hmm.
And to think out of the box, what is your thinking? What if I ask you, what if like you cannot um,
Any
accomplish it?
constraints or any barriers?
Yeah, no, if you can, other than that, but what if you cannot accomplish some of the deadlines? Like, how are you gonna manage? Because you're gonna need to finish that assignment, and the time is gonna come down for the other ones.
Mm, um, I I'm not sure if I have an option to not submit
Mhm,
my
okay.
assignment.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, the result of that will be that probably I will not do
Mhm.
um, my best in my exam.
Okay.
But if I don't submit the assignments, then I will probably fail the course, right? So the
So you,
exam is divided into sections. So I think I can try to get like my assignments done. Probably my essay won't be as good as I want to, but I can make it up in the oral with the managers
okay.
exam, I guess.
So you like in the worst case, you're gonna
Cases. Mm-hmm.
like you're not gonna be able to study as much. As you said,
Mm-hmm.
you're prioritizing something that
Yeah.
it has a deadline, so you need to. Okay. And as you were saying before, do you see any barriers uh, on the since it's only going to be 1 day job? What could be some possible barriers that you can face?
Something that may be out of my control. I don't know, like some technology issues that we just were that I was just experiencing with my team to getting like videos recording. Um, so that will be something that may cause like some delayed
Hmm.
or missing any assignment. Um, that's one of the things that I can think of right now.
Okay, and will be the best way for you to uh, avoid that problem, or in a better way, an alternative to if you have this problem, since as you said, it's not something that is in your control if the technology fails, but What if it fails and you have to think about something else you can do?
Mm, I don't know. Probably I will need to ask my team for some help. And just to be honest with the professor, I guess, in case I had any problems, and
Mm.
just let them know, like my team, to be aware of the situation, so they can also be like supportive, like in case of the professor can extend or be more flexible due to these issues. Um, I really want to get certified
Okay.
as an alumni. I don't need to do assignments. I don't need to do a lot of the things actually, but I
Okay.
really want to get this thing accomplished. So at least I want to see that. At least I want the professor to know that I made the effort to do it, even though I didn't need to. You know.
Okay. Well, I think we have pretty figured out. Like you're gonna to summarize everything. You're gonna tonight. You're gonna do it a schedule for tomorrow, so you can
Mm-hmm.
see what's the prioritized assignments or dues that you need to do with a time schedule. And
Mm-hmm.
in case something goes wrong, as you just said, you're gonna uh, communicate this with your team, with your professor, and make the best uh, way to avoid any problems.
Yes, I think that's the best option, just to make everyone aware of the situation right now as how it is, and just basically I guess what one of the important thing is it for me was to figure it out now that I need to make some sacrifices, I guess, like being or spending time with my mom as of the original plan. I guess that needs to be canceled in order to me to get the certification.
Okay. Well, I think our time is up. Can I ask you if this helped you?
Yes, thank you, Andrea.
Okay, thanks. And now change roles to the observer.
Okay. Okay, so I think at the beginning, I wasn't sure that we made the goal clear, like what was the next step or like the goal um, during the next 2 days. Probably the example wasn't that good because the deadline was too tight. Um, the there were a couple of like good questions regarding barriers because that's something that I wasn't like thinking about it
Mm-hmm.
exactly, like technology, what the challenges that may I had. Um, and the other thing that I think we kind of missed a little bit was more being more emphasized in the next step, like not just to schedule, but like how can I make sure, like you as a coach, that I get things done, right? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think one of the things that professor was saying is just to like send me, like push a little bit more. Like, can you send me by tomorrow, since this is a tight deadline, your schedule that you plan, and just let me know what did you finish today, for example, just to make myself more accountable for the things that I needed to do.
Okay, perfect.
But I guess it's good.
Okay, thanks.